na ithatũ nĩ muhoko wakwa atĩ mũthenya wa kunira gũtwarithia wega nĩ ndakĩrĩkia gũikarĩra njung'wa yakwa ya ũmemerekia na makĩria ngũmenyithia marĩa marĩ kuo thĩinĩ rĩarĩkwo ya mohoro gũkũ nĩ kwa Mũthingi TV. Njikaraga ngĩkũririkanagia atĩ Agĩkũyũ nĩ tũĩ kũhitha ndĩa no tũtiũĩ kũhitha ũhoro, na nĩkĩo nayo andĩki a mohoro makoragwo mehandĩte na makĩria kaunti-inĩ ciothe 47 tũkũmenyithia marĩa magĩthiĩte na mbere na gũkunũka na makĩria kuma itũra-inĩ ciothe, na gĩtĩo kĩnene twambe twamũkĩre mamwe ma marĩa tũkũharĩrĩirie na makĩria ithaa-inĩ rĩrĩ. Mamwe ma marĩa tũkũharĩrĩirie nĩ atĩ
Machogu, I'm a member of the educational committee. I'm asking you with the PS Benio, can you release the money that was released from consolidated fund to schools now?
Atongoria kuma ithũĩro rĩa bũrũri gũkĩra na njĩra nene Minister wa Gĩthomo Ezekiel Machogu makiuga nĩ aregenyũkĩte wĩra-inĩ wake na nĩ kuona arimũ nĩ maragerera ihinda iritũ gũtwarithia mathukuru matarĩ na kĩgĩna.
Mnataka kuchinja punda? Punda ilianjiri watu hapa? Kwetu punda ni ya kubeba mizigo.
Minister wa ũrĩmi Mithika Linturi kwĩranĩra kũhingũrwo kwa ithĩnjĩro cia ndigiri. Gĩko kĩa marĩa matũrigicĩirie gĩtuĩkĩte kĩhĩnga harĩ kũrira nguru cia maĩ-inĩ. Mũtamburuko ũyũ gũkinyagĩra na njĩra ya ĩmwe kwa ĩmwe nĩyo live transmission nĩ gũkiuga atĩ na gũkorwo kĩania hamwe na ithuĩ kũrĩa mwena wa Facebook nĩ @Mũthingi TV, kũrĩa mwena wa YouTube nĩ @Mũthingi TV. Wona watũtigĩra ndũmĩrĩri yaku gũkũ nĩ tũgũkorwo tũkĩmĩamũkĩra. Tũramemerekia na njĩra ya ĩmwe kwa ĩmwe kuma gũkũ mwena wa Amboseli Gardens, mwena wa Lavington, mũciĩ-inĩ mũnene wa Kenya Nairobi. Hĩndĩ ciothe tũngĩcemania nawe na ũnjĩte Kariuki wa Nduati nĩ ngũkorwo ngĩtĩka. Mohoro-inĩ maitũ tũkĩanjĩrĩria nĩ atĩ mũnini wa President Rigathi wa Gachagua nĩ atongoririe mahenya ma ũthaitĩri wa mĩrimũ ya ngoro na marĩa maharĩrĩirio nĩ thibitarĩ wa Karen Hospital gũkũ mũciĩ-inĩ mũnene wa Kenya Nairobi hĩndĩ ya mahenya macio, na marĩa matanyĩtwo kũngania mbeca iria igũteithĩrĩria na makĩria ciana iria ikoragwo igũmĩirwo nĩ mĩrimũ ya ngoro. Mũnini wa President Rigathi wa Gachagua nĩ augĩte atĩ thirikari ya Kenya Kwanza nĩ ĩratongorio nĩ President Mũgathe William Samoei Ruto nĩ gũtigĩrĩra atĩ nĩ ateithanĩrĩria oro hamwe na thibitarĩ ũyũ oro hamwe na ministry itiganĩte arĩ hamwe na ministry ya ũgima wa mwĩrĩ gũtigĩrĩra atĩ maũndũ ta macio na makĩria mĩrimũ ta ĩno ya ngoro nĩ ĩrĩa ĩhutagia ciana na njĩra nene nĩ yakorwo ĩgĩthaitĩrwo na kũheo kĩgĩna kĩrĩa kĩagĩrĩire nĩguo gũtigĩrĩra atĩ nĩ twathara mĩoyo ya ciana ici.
As an early morning walk lover, a mountain climber, a running enthusiast, I am proud flagging off the Karen Hospital Heart Run 2023. With at least 200,000 children under 18 years suffering from heart complications in Kenya, this annual event organized by the Heart to Hand Foundation is a lifesaver initiative for families that cannot afford the cost of surgeries and related procedures. For instance, the open heart surgery at the Kenyatta National Hospital costs between 350,000 Kenya shillings to 450,000 Kenya shillings, while closed heart surgery ranges between 150,000 to 250,000. The cost may appreciate depending on the condition of the patient after these intensive procedures. Closed heart surgery ranges between 150,000 to 250,000. The cost may appreciate depending on the condition of the patient after these intensive procedures. In private hospitals, the same procedures may range from 500,000 to over 1.5 million. It is even worse for those flying to India, South Africa, and other countries. For sure, beyond the reach for the families at the bottom of the socio-economic pyramid. This has sunk and locked families in poverty as others call for contributions and harambes from friends. The World Health Organization has established that 9 out of 10 children born with congenital disorder are in low and middle income countries. The Karen Hospital has led by example. I challenge the other hospitals and medical stakeholders to emulate this initiative, which in the long run will complement the government's effort of providing quality health care to our people. As we embark on this year's heart run, we are collectively determined to make a mark in every child's heart through the funds raised. That is how we'll build a society where no child suffers for lack of access to quality health care. The Kenya Kwanza administration under President William Ruto is implementing reforms in the health sector, specifically the National Health Hospital Insurance Fund.
What we do is we raise money, like you are doing. What you give us is what we use for the children.
Shukuru sana. May God bless you and bless you abundantly. Asanteni sana.
Haya, ushini munini wa President Rigathi Gachagua muthenya kana rushini rwa umuthi na kuria mahenya macio makihariririo unyitanĩri-inĩ na thibitari wa Karen Hospital uri gutigĩrĩra ati ni mathaitĩra mĩoyo ya ciana iria ikoragwo na mĩrimũ ya ngoro. Tuguthi na mbere, Minister wa gĩthomo gũkũ bũrũri-inĩ Ezekiel Machogu nĩ athiĩte na mbere na gũkĩrĩrwo na makĩria nĩ atongoria kuma ithũĩro rĩa bũrũri nĩ kĩrĩa mugĩte atĩ nĩ gũkoretwo na maũndũ matiganĩte, ũmwe wamo arĩ kana umwe wa maundu macio ari ngurani tiganite hari urekereria wa besha mathukuru-ini na uria ukoretwo ukirugamitio ni Ministry ya Githomo. Gukiri uguo ni matarĩirie ati Minister wa Githomo Ezekiel Machogu ni akoretwo arerekete wĩra-inĩ wake, koguo magithi na mbere na kũmoria etigĩre gũtigĩra atĩ kĩgĩna kĩrĩa kĩagĩrĩirwo nĩ gũkorwo gĩkĩrekererio mathukuru-inĩ nĩ gĩakinyanĩra. Marĩtio hĩndĩ ya ũheani wa irio thukuru-inĩ ũrĩa ũrĩ kaunti-inĩ ya Bungoma wa Bumula, na kũrĩa maugĩte atĩ nĩ mũtaratara wa gũteithĩrĩria gũtigĩrĩra atĩ arutwo nĩ mekũranĩra na makĩria nginyanagia mathomo-inĩ mao.
Foundation ambayo ina support watoto ambao wanaenda saidia kwa mambo ya
wabunge na nyinyi wote, we must tell CS Machogu to release the money to the schools. The school and education is the equalizer, is the poor person's opportunity and chance to also have a place in this country.
Kulivumilia walimu, tumechukua muda kidogo kuweka hii program kwa sababu mahindi saa hii mnajua ni 8,000. Mimi nilisema nalipa admission yote. Where I sit I audit how watu wa help. Mimi na audit watu wa KUPS. Tumekaa nao nikawalilia nikawaambia wanisaidie. Wameweka desk Msakasa TTI. Watoto wetu wote uchukueni wale wamesoma peleka Msakasa TTI. Itakuwa mzigo wa mjumbe wenu kuhakikisha wanasoma namna gani.
Mradi wa chakula linda jeshi la wenzako, watoto lazima washibe ndio waweze kuperform vizuri shuleni. Na naunga mkono.
Nimekuja hapa kuungana na ndugu yangu kwa sababu ya maendeleo. Serikali ingelikuwa inafanya kazi yake, hatungekuwa tunachanga mahindi kuleta hapa leo. Tunaleta mahindi hapa kwa sababu serikali inazembea. Mungekuwa muko na kitu, mungekuwa mnapeleka mahindi kwa shule. Umasikini ndio inafanya watoto wetu hawana chakula nyumbani, hawana chakula shuleni.
Waheshimiwa wa MCS, kujeni nyinyi wote. Former MCS.
Haya, rĩu tũthiĩ na mbere na nĩ atĩ mũmbunge wa Manyatta Gitonga Mũkũnji nĩ ũrĩtie rũhonge rwa ũcirithania gũtigĩrĩra atĩ nĩ rwacenjia mawatho mamwe itemi-inĩ rĩa kũgacĩrithia na gũtigĩrĩra atĩ arĩa hinyĩrĩrĩku gũkũ bũrũri-inĩ nĩ makorwo magĩthaitĩrwo. Mũkũnji nĩ ugĩte atĩ mbunge na rũhonge rũrũ nĩ mabatiĩ kunanĩra njũng'wa nĩguo gũtigĩrĩra atĩ nĩ marĩra mĩtaratara ĩrĩa ĩgũteithĩrĩria kũnina macira, na ningĩ kana nĩguo gũtigĩrĩra atĩ kĩhoto kana ihoto nĩ cionekana kũrĩ andũ arĩa makoragwo magũmĩirwo nĩ ũndũ ũyũ na njĩra nene.
The only thing we can do is do legislation, then interpretation of the law is done by the court. If there is a need to put measures or stringent measures in cases of murder and cases of criminal act that even attempted murder, we need to relook at those things. And as a person, as a member of parliament, I think it's important to always review and see how our law can be made stronger so that people don't get away with criminal activities. Case of DJ Evolve is ruled in favor of the accused, and in everybody's eyes we saw what transpired. Then I feel as a legislature and as as a young member of parliament, we need to relook our judicial system. We need to relook at our judicial system, because that will be the highest level of injustice that this country has ever seen. We have seen many things. We have had many things. We have had cases where things are not known to be clear. But this was extremely clear. Extremely clear. So this is not a matter of guesswork or investigation. But this is a matter where even a judge can see what transpired. We need to clean up our system. And this is now a political issue, because it's being played politically. We need to see the law taking its course, and I'm really watching the judiciary. The decision by the judiciary should not be affected at all by what somebody has done after the criminal act of that person. And I don't believe in anybody's argument that that should be a consideration whatsoever, because that is a young man.
Haya, netudite umwega mwirori wa Muthingi TV na tugithi na mbere ni ati ambassador wa bũrũri wa Iran gũkũ bũrũri-inĩ niwe Dr. Jafar Bamik ni ugite ati ni mekunyitanira kana bũrũri wa Iran ni ukunyitanira na thirikari ya county ya Siaya gutigirira ati ni matigirira ati iganda cia ruhonge rwa mitambo ya kiriu kana ICT ni umwe wa maundu maria makorwo makihando na guthegeio kuri county-ini ya Siaya. Makiaria mari wabici-ini cia governor wa county ya Siaya niwe James Orengo ni matariria ati sector kana imwe cia sector iria matanyitwo gukorwo magiukiriria ni hamwe na sector ya githomo, sector ya mathibitari niyo sector ya ugima wa mwiri, oro hamwe na sector ya ukuria wa matura na ningi sector ya urimi.
Sure, your county and my government can have very good cooperation. Regarding the health, we are ready to supply the medical equipments for your hospital in very competitive prices and on credit. There is the possibility for that. Those who would like to or started with a startup company, especially the youth, they have some ideas. They would like to develop it, and they are looking for investor. They can refer to iHit in Nairobi, and if their ideas is acceptable, then there is the possibility this idea to be shared with accelerating teams which are based in Iran to work on that idea, to modify it and commercialize it.
We develop areas of cooperation and doing business, and how we can attract also investments. I think that one we didn't talk about.
Yeah.
How we can attract investments from Iran. I think we should develop an area to do with investments, institutions, agencies, or the private sector in Iran.
Aya, na tulio mwena wa Githumo ni ati nake mucirithania munene guku bururi-ini Martha Karambo ko meni arikitie kuruguria mutambo uri guteithiriria kuthikiriria macira na ningi kuiga fairo iria ciagiriire na njira ya kiriu no ria wikaine ta e-filing. Idia uruguria uyu Martha Karambo ko meni atariria ati no ni njira imwe ya gutigirira ati macira maingi na maria makoragwo makiura na njira itoikaine kana njira ya kiriga ni makorwo makiigwo uria kwagiriire guku akiuga ati kana mutambo uyu ni uguteithiriria hadi gutigirira ati mitongoro minene ya raini ria yaragwo hindi ya guthikiriria macira ni akorwo ikihuahua aritio ri kaunti-ini ya Githumo na rirugite ati ni anyititio muthiori ro hamwe na thirikari gutigirira ati ni mokeria sector ya ucirithania guku bururi-ini.
Upataji wake wa umuhimu sana, haki ni nguzo kwetu. Upataji wake
our people be hindered by geographical constraints or the burden of time-consuming journeys to physically submit pleadings and legal documents to court. The process will now be straightforward as a click of a button. It is also available within 24 hours of a day, 7 days a week.
Those of you who also were there before will remember that stamp. You know, every document has to have a... Today, the system will digitally prepare a stamp and stamp your document digitally. Court clerks, court assistants, don't panic. Your work is not going anywhere.
To know that this is a homegrown solution really is something that other state departments and county governments need to copy. Ordinarily, people would want to outsource, and sometimes the outsourced, systems, because they are not homegrown, are not, realistic, and so they die somewhere in the course of implementation.
Those who have been stigmatized by having to come to court, they are victims of violation, but they have to keep coming to court year in, year out. This specialized court, which becomes the third in the country after the one in Chanzu and the one we launched yesterday in Siaya, it now underscores our resolve to address these grave offenses with the urgency, with the sensitivity, and the confidentiality that they deserve.
The Small Claims Court started on the 16th of June 2022, and we were very impressed this morning that the court has registered 827 cases as of this morning, and more than 600 had already been settled.
Haya, Martha Karambo kome na uri niwe mucirithania munene guku bururi-ini na atakire nganja iroho riri ni ritana ria keria gutigirira ati magoti mothe guothe bururi-ini ni makorwo makihuthira njira cia kiriu niguo gutigirira ati mitongoro minene ya raini na iria ciaragwo hindi andu guthikiriria macira macio ni ciakorwo ikihuana ningi fairo iria ri cia bata makiria cia magoti ni ciakorwo ikigwo na njira ya wigirereki. Riboti yo ya betu tware kahinda-ini gaitu ka guikiria no tukihunduka niguka gumenyithia riboti yo ye minister wa urimi guku bururi-ini Mithika Linturi nawe kana no uri athiete na mbere na kuga no mwaka iganda cia guthinja ndigiri ikorwo igicokererio. Turacokereria ona twamba twikiria uko ni kwa Muthingi TV twambe twikiria no ni turahunduka na riboti makiria.
Right. Asante sana maridadi.
Dono dande ka sort dekha.
Ala, na this time raunda mambo yameweza kuchamuka hapa ndani ya Muthingi TV. Mwanzo this time raunda action movies, Kihindi, series zote papa kwa hapa live in director ndani mwa Muthingi TV ni kila siku ya Monday.
It's a wasteland.
Tuesday.
And now, I am the man who's going to break your family.
Wednesday. Na kila siku ya Thursday papa kwa hapa live in director nikikuletea zile movie brand new na ambazo dogo brother mpenzi mtazamaji utaweza kupenda. Make a data, keep the timer, ni kila siku mwendo wa sana nyakati za usiku Monday to Thursday papa kwa hapa ndani ya Muthingi TV, na ukikosa baba na kuambia utakosa makuu.
twi barabara-ini tugitwikania ngongo na ngongo gutigirira we mwiroreri witu wa tabarira ya ikumbi ya umatho ni twakurehera utaukiru thiini wa biacara. Ino ni tabarira ya ikumbi ya umatho iria turi kurehagira muthenya wa gatatu kwambiriria thaa 2 kinyagia thaa 3 cia utuku guku kwa Muthingi TV kihumo gia gutherema nani gikurehera ngetwo Muthoni wa Wambugu Nyarari.
Irio to kuhagira riko na kuihura ni ibataranagia kugia na rangi na munugo mwega niguo ikaguciriria mucirei. Na nikio nyumba ya Mugikuyu ndiagaga itaha ria kugagura mugeni. Tabarira-ini ya itaha ria maitu tugutaraga njira ya kuruga irio ngurani na onawe ugakenerera urugi waku. Nyitanagira na Jerry wa Nyakio o kiumia thaa 9 cia hwaini tukirunga thiri cia urugi guku kwa Muthingi TV kihumo gia gutherema.
Haya, mwiroreri wa Muthingi TV ni twacokereria na riu tuthi na mbere kana tugithi na mbere ngikumenyegie maria mari ku thiini ria iriku ya mohoro ririkana no uthi na mbere na kwania ni kuri mwana wa Facebook ni @Muthingi TV, kuri mwana wa YouTube ni @Muthingi TV, na atakire ngajire ho tugithi na mbere kurumirira kuhigwo kwa ithinjiro na makiria cia digiri ni uria wari minister wa urimi thirikari ni hituku Peter Gatirao Munya, riu minister wa urimi uri uriho thaa ici no ria uikaine ta Mithika Linturi ni ugite ati ni kwendekithia watho wa gutigirira ati aiganda na makiria ithinjiro cia digiri na kana ithinjiro cia digiri ni cia kuri gicokereria ukiuga ati thuguri ya nyama ici ni gukorwo ikirurumurwo weru.
Na mmekuwa hii imekuwa ikiajiri vijana. Kama kuifungua ndio itahakikisha vijana wamerundi kasini, basi nitahakikisha lile lote linawezekana lifanyike, right? Ili vijana wetu waweze kupata ajira. Ama namna gani? We are open. I'm very happy mimi nimesikia mambo kama hayo, sababu kama hawa watu wanaweza kuchukua punda whether ni inachinjwa hapa inatumwa China, si tuwawekee punda wakule tu export food tupate foreign currency ya kutoka kwa punda. Kwa mheshimiwa, wakati ile ripoti inakuja ya yale mambo tunapaswa kufanya na CEC agriculture vile tuliongea na yeye, wache ikuje tuone. I'll fast track, I'll do what I can to give you good people of Mogoti and Baringo what you really need for you to be able to remain good people and to ensure that your livelihoods are really protected.
Hii punda yetu bwana waziri walikuja wakasema wahitaki punda tena, lakini ilikuwa imeandika wa vijana wengi sana. Lakini unangawa hata sisi tulikuwa tunakataa ikianza kufika. Wakati iliajiri vijana wetu kazi tukanyamaza na tukakubali. So utaenda fanya ukarabati uone hiyo punda vile itafanywa ndio tuweze kukua na vijana waandikwe kazi hapa.
Leo nimesikia watu wanataka kuchinja. Mnataka kuchinja punda. Punda iliajiri watu hapa. Kwetu punda ni ya kubeba mizigo. Lakini unajua kila pande ya nchi iko na mambo yake. Na punda is part of the livestock which are within my department of livestock.
Kuna na maneno hapa ya punda, tulikuwa tunachinja punda lakini haikuwa inakuliwa Kenya. Ilikuwa inaenda China.
Haya, tugithi na mbere ni ati na waciari kumanagia kaunti-ini ya Isiolo ni moritio metikire gutigirira ati ni mateithiriria ciana ciao na makiria harĩ kumarira uhoro-inĩ wĩgiĩ njukanĩra cia ng'enda-inĩ akĩaria kaunti-inĩ ya Isiolo. Governor wa kaunti ĩno ũrĩa wĩkaine ta Abdi Guyo niwe wikĩtie rĩtana rĩrĩa akiuga aciari nĩmakoretwo maregeretie kamũkwa harĩ gũtigĩrĩra atĩ nĩmarora ciana ciao, gũkũ akiuga atĩ nĩ njĩra ĩmwe ya gũtigĩrĩra atĩ ciana nĩciaregenyũka arĩtio hĩndĩ ya gũkũngũĩra mũthĩ wa mwana wa Mũafrika guothe thĩ yothe, akiuga atĩ nĩ kahinda kega rĩu aciari nao manyitie kamũkwa thengia ya moritũ marĩa mathiĩte na mbere na gũtũngana namo, na ningĩ ũkũria wa ciana nĩ wega aciari makorwo makĩrũmbũiya ciana ciao na njĩra ĩrĩa yagĩrĩire.
One, two, mic check, 1, 2. Na nataka kuamini kwamba kila mmoja
kama serikali kuu tumeweka bidii sana kushughulikia haki za watoto wetu. We have free and compulsory basic education. Na hata ikiwa hivyo, miaka 2 iliyopita tulikuwa na watoto kama 21,000 Isiolo kulingana na research ya UNESCO ambao hawakuwa shuleni. Tumeshikana na UNICEF na tukaweza kurudisha watoto 4,800 shuleni.
Kama serikali ni wajibu wetu kuhakikisha kwamba hawa watoto wamelindwa dhidi ya kukosa kwenda shule, wamelindwa dhidi ya wale ambao wanakeketa watoto, wamelindwa kwa wale wazazi ambao wanapeleka watoto kwa ndoa ya mapema.
Na mimi kama mzazi, kama mama county, nikiwa na support ya gavana wetu, nitahakikisha watoto wetu wametimiziwa haki zao, na pia zile changamoto wanapitia zinasahihishwa.
Wako kwa zile shule tunajua chini mnafanya mipango ya kuambia wazazi walipe pesa ya tuition. That is illegal, na hiyo ni dhulma kwa watoto, na hiyo ni kuzuia watoto wapate haki yao ya masomo.
Saidia, siku hizi I think everything ni digital. Hata mimi watoto wangu wakitoka shule kila dakika naambiwa mama anataka simu ya nini, nataka kusearch kitu. Si ndio? Lakini pia nyinyi watoto wazazi wakiwapatia simu, hakikisha umesearch ile kitu mwalimu alikutuma usearch. Sawa?
Watoto wetu ambao wako nyumbani na wanastahili kuwa kwa shule. Nafikiri machiefs, ile reports ambayo tunataka tuhakikisha kwamba kuna mtoto. Nikitembea katika vijiji nikipata mtoto ambaye anastahili kuwa shule, nikijua ni kwa location yako, ujue chief huko shida.
From technology. I'm totally addicted to technology.
Haya, tuthi na mbere kumanagia rĩu mwena ũcio wa Isiolo, tuthi na mbere rĩu nginyanagia kũrĩa kaunti-inĩ ya Gĩthii. Kaunti ya Gĩthii nĩ ĩrĩkĩtie kũrĩra ndama cia gũtigĩrĩra atĩ nĩ mateithĩrĩria arĩmi a kahũa kana arĩmi a kahũa mwena ũyũ na arĩa makoretwo makĩhanda kahũa kao na kwaga umithio. Kũringana na kĩheri kĩa atongoria kuma mwena ũyũ nĩ matarĩirie atĩ arĩmi kuma mwena ũcio makoretwo makĩenjera na gũtigĩrĩra atĩ thigino yao nene nĩ yakorwo ĩkĩingĩra ũrĩmi-inĩ wa kahũa, no thengia macio mothe matikoretwo makĩona umithio, makiuga atĩ rĩu nĩ ihinda rĩa gũtigĩrĩra atĩ nĩmeheria nginyagia tũrĩa nĩme tũrĩa tũtũmaga sekta ya kahũa ĩgakorwo ĩgĩthiĩ thĩ. Maya mokĩte rĩrĩ mũnini wa president Rigathi wa Gachagua ambĩkĩte mbara ya gũtigĩrĩra atĩ riri wa kahũa nĩ warahũrwo na nĩ wacokereria harĩa warĩ ta ũrĩa mathereirio.
Hapa kwetu Kisii County tunaendelea na mambo ya ukulima wa kahawa vizuri, ingawa kuna changamoto jinsi ilivyo changamoto kwa kila mahali, lakini kama county tunaendelea kuwezesha wale maofisa wetu, maofisa sub county officers katika hii hali ya kuwawezesha wakulima wa kahawa ili walime kahawa ambayo ni nzuri na kahawa ambayo ni nyingi.
Kenya yetu hii tulikuwa tunalima kahawa na kahawa ilikuwa inatuletea pesa nyingi sana, lakini ilipofika hapo katikati ukulimaji na usalisaji wa kahawa ukawa umepungua sana. Mtaweza kukumbuka kwamba mwaka 1989 Kenya iliweza kutoa 130,000 tons of coffee kwa nchi hii, lakini tukifikia mwaka 2020 ile production iliweza kupungua kabisa, ikarudi up to 40,000.
Mimi ndio nimeenda recharge by my own na nikafanya recharge ya kwamba kuna muti unaweza toa kilo 100 na hata zaidi. Sasa kulingana na vile tumefanya ni kwamba muti moja unaweza toa in 1 year time, unaweza toa kilo 10 in 1 year time. In 2 years time inaweza toa kutoka 10 mpaka 30. In 2 years time inaweza toa kutoka 50 to 100 kulingana na ukamili na vile inapandwa.
Na utafiti umefanywa na umeonyesha kwamba mkulima ataweza kupata mpaka kilo 100 kwa mti mmoja. Na ndipo sababu leo tumesema kwamba tuje hapa katika sehemu hii, katika shamba hii, tuweze kuiweka hii shamba hapa ili tufundishe mkulima wetu jinsi ya kuweza kupanda ile kahawa.
Alafu au akaunti wanaweza kuja. Haya, tuthina mbere ni ati nayo thirikari ya bururi wa Kenya ni rikitie gutigira ati ni manyitanira oro hamwe na sekta itiganite oro hamwe na muingi wothe gutigirira ati ni mathaitira maria maturigiceirie riu makiaria media ya mihango ya urekereria wa ng'oro cia maine iria ciukaine ta turtles igana rimwe ria 47 munene wa ruhonge rwa uthaitiri wa nyamu na githaka Erastus Kanga ni ugite ati unyitaniri wa honge itiganite ni ugutithiriria kuhonokia nyamu icio. Ho ni mugite ati guthaitirwo kwa maria kana guthaitira kwa mamwe ma maria maturigiceirie ni mwe wa njira imwe ya gutigirira ati nginyanagia nyamu cia githaka-ini ni cia korwo na handu hega ha guikara, undu ri gutithiriria ministry itiganite ari hamwe na area ya ugendi gukorwo ikiyukiriria kuona ati riu ni kurehe agendi kuma mabũrũri-inĩ mangi uka guku bũrũri-inĩ gukorwo magikiingira na guciona.
Seen the Kenyan side is well protected, and from the scientific, the technical information that we are getting is that the turtles would like to move and stay more on the Kenyan side because it's far much secure. There is need to collaborate across outside Kenya because these are not species restricted to Kenyan domain. We've had they migrate all the way to South Africa, to Indonesia, and there's need for all the nations to work together, and that is why it's called a World Turtles Day. It's not only being celebrated in Kenya, it's celebrated across. There is need to harmonize regulations right across. Even within the country, we might require more regulations and policies to strengthen the protection of the coastline, protection of the marine life, protection of the turtles, and not just turtles, the entire marine life.
Kama hii kuna umuhimu ya kuonyeshana vile tunafanya conservation ya hawa wanyama wako kwa bahari, the turtles. The turtles are extremely important in the ecosystem. They are part of the wider ecosystem species that are there. Like this morning, what we just released are the green turtles. The green turtles feed purely on the seagrass, so they are edible. They are actually providing very good oil that people go in and poach them and get them here. And what we are seeing is that they don't only confine themselves in Kenya, but the little ones that we just released today, they are going to move all the way to Mozambique, all the way to South Africa, and when they are about 25 years, they will come and nest in the same places that they've been hatched. So as a country, we are working with our neighbors, the Somali, Tanzania, and all the other countries along the Indian Ocean coast to make sure that we have concerted effort across our borders.
There cannot be tourism before there is wildlife. That's a fact for sure. So unless we strengthen the conservation of our wildlife and all the species of wildlife, then tourism will die. But if we protect and conserve nature, then the next frontier, and in fact a service industry that can employ every Kenyan. It's important we get to know that one tourist creates 6 jobs.
Namacio nimo mariko thiini iria iriko ya mohoro gatho cia mwanyani andu aria othe makoro magikinyaniria mutamburuko uyu matongoretio ni mundu gwitoti Mwangi wa Murugi no uria wagituika producer wako wa ithaa riri kairitu gegwitwo Tabs gakiuma thutha wa kindu gitagwo kamera na gukairitu gegwitwo Alexis gatikirira nginya kuria ng'enda-ini cia ukinyaniria ni twatamba na twahunja na njira iria yagiriire guku nake mundu gwitwo Mika gitigirira niwe uma director wakwa wa ithaa riri wona cihanda wega thaa imwe na ni cia hwaini ni nguhunduka haru na muhoro mebe baine githi na mbere no kumenyithia ta uria bururi uragithi na mbere na kwiriuga ririkana ati no kurokeania na ithu kuria muna wa Facebook ni @muthingi TV kuria muna wa YouTube ni @muthingi TV ungiona kana ugitutigira ndobele yaku nguhi kugatiri gaja iriho nigukorwo kana nigukorwo gikimithoma na ningi nigwenda ndambure andu aria othe tukiuma no kuria muna wa Facebook matongoretio ni mundu gwitwo ti Samim Humble rohamwe na kana Samim Humble akirugamirira andu aria othe twakorwo tugitorana na ukuria mwena wa Facebook hau no tuko twikiraga turumo mohoro maitu thaa imwe cia hwaini ni ngwambika hema yakwa riu na mohoro mebe baine mohoro gitau githi na mbere na kumenyithio ta uria bururi wa Kenya uragithi na mbere na kwiriuga kaunti ciothe 47 ni tugetete wega naguo muciĩ witũ twitaga wa kihumo gia gutherema ni gukwira ati guku ni kwa Muthingi TV riakwa ni Kariuki wa Nduati.